Hare Krishna, we're here in Ghana with Srivasa Prabhu, who's the regional secretary for, I believe, West Africa.
West Africa.
Yes. And we're standing on a very special piece of land, which actually is meant to become a community or farm community. Maybe you can speak a little bit about where we are and what are the plans for the devotees here in Ghana. Yes.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. We are happy to have you here.
Yes.
In Old Accra Day, in the eastern region of Ghana. Actually, this land that we are standing on has a very long history. It was actually acquired in 1986 when His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Maharaj had a vision of a self-sufficient community where devotees will live and grow their own food, rear cows, have cottage industries, and then have a self-sufficient situation. So in 86, he requested that the leaders in Ghana get some land. So at that time, we had one devotee, actually one of his disciples, initially disciples, who was in the, he was a member of the family who owns this land. He was one of the chiefs in that family. And so he said they could give us this land. Because he's no more, he's passed away. Dhanvantari Das Prabhu. So he brought us here and then gave us this land.
How much land approximately?
It's about 250 acres. So we started doing something over the years. But along the line, there was some tribal war. And most people were displaced. So we had to go.
Yes.
Even though we have some properties here, we have some houses here, but we had to leave. And then we never came back. But it looks like Krishna still wants us to be here. He wants us to use this place for our community. So along the line, there was some confusion between the family members and the chief. And one of the family members, the family head, was accused of selling our property. So he has to defend himself. And the only way is to fetch for us. So we're at the temple when he came and called us, please come for your land. And so this has brought us back. And even though some part of the land has been utilized or given out to some other people, but we have been compensated with some other part of their land. And so now we still have the 250 acres of land. So the plan for this place is already there, that we develop a farm community with a department for producing crops, a department for rearing cows, a department for education, a department for health, a department for residents. So it has a whole plan for it. And I can say that His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Maharaj is actually pushing this project. He's in the forefront, pushing this project and trying to gather resources here and there so that we can actually go full-fledged into developing this land and make it a reality for the fulfillment of the desire of Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, that we should have a farm community. So these are the plans we have on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think will be necessary for making this happen?
Well, for every project, two things are necessary. We need manpower and we need resources.
Yes.
Yeah, once we have enough manpower, the qualified manpower, then we need resources.
Yes.
And once these two aspects of the project come together, obviously we are sure we will reach the goal in a matter of years.
Yes. Within our ISKCON society, as you well know, there are devotees in different countries endeavoring to develop similar types of projects Could you explain possibly what are some of the reasons why things have not quite developed as, let's say, Srila Prabhupada envisioned or desired?
Yes, the fact is, many devotees have not understood Srila Prabhupada's vision. And many devotees will not even understand Srila Prabhupada's vision.
Okay.
Yes. But those few devotees who have understood and see the need for such communities, I think they are gathering themselves together. They are forming teams. And we are sure that in a matter of few years, their influence in ISKCON will be felt by the larger society of ISKCON. The few devotees who are desirous that this goal or mission of Srila Prabhupada be achieved, they are working very hard behind the scenes, and very soon Varnasrama-Dharma will be established all over the world. At least there are a number of communities across the world that are pursuing these goals. And so as we have many more communities coming up in every continent and probably in every country, the idea of Varnashrama development will be established, and I'm sure this project will be part of that Varnashrama program. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj is very concerned and very determined about making sure that Srila Prabhupada's vision of establishing self-sufficient farm communities is attained. So it's doable, others are doing it, and we should also be able to do it.
Very good.
Yes.
Maybe one last question. Would you say that the need for such communities is possibly even more so today?
Exactly, Maharaj. Looking at the world economy, looking at the trends in the world today, only a blind person will refuse to recognize or accept the fact that these Varnashram communities, farm communities, are more needed than even before. At the time Srila Prabhupada was talking about this Varnashrama program, it wasn't so urgent. But because he's a visionary, he saw that his family, ISKCON family, would definitely need this. So he was talking about it just to, give us the vision, encourage us and push us to do it.
Yes.
But right now, we are living in an age where we can see why it is necessary to have these communities. In the first place, commercial farms are producing food that is not healthy for our health. Okay? So we need to grow our own food if we want to maintain good health. And then the ISKCON has grown to such a large society that we need to have our own villages. We need to have our own communities where we can practice Krishna consciousness without any interference. In the cities, yes, preaching is good, but you cannot practice the way you want it because you are surrounded by non-devotees and you do certain things, they complain, and they even take you to tax, they do so many things. So if we have our own community away from these karmas, then we can implement whatever plans and projects we have. And so it is very, very urgent that we should have these communities develop across the world, and devotees will begin to see the need why we should be away from the non-devotees. And then besides that, we will be able to grow food, to produce different things that we can use, and we can actually be self-sufficient. And when the world economy crashes, we will be self-sufficient. That was Bhaktivedanta Maharaj's vision. That this world economy, this modern economy, this dollar economy is going to crash one day and the whole world will be in crisis. But at that time, if we begin now, at that time we will be fully established, well established, and we will not be bothered by whatever happens. We will be a source of supply of food grains.
Yes.
We will be a place for people to come and take shelter. But if we don't create those situations, we don't create such facilities, then we ourselves will be displaced. And then it becomes very difficult to practice Krishna consciousness. But if we have such places,
yes,
then a lot of people will come to us to take shelter. And they will be compelled to follow our principles and take to Krishna consciousness. So it is very, very urgent for us all as a family to see to it that Srila Prabhupada's half of his mission that he talked about is fulfilled.
One last question. What is the role of education in all of this, would you say?
Yes, education is very important. Why? Because without education, we are blind. As Chanakya Pandit says, Vidyam agyanam sunyam, avidyam gyanam sunyam. Without knowledge, life is void. So therefore, knowledge is required. In whatever you want to do, you need to have knowledge. You need to know where you are going. You need to have information what you want to do. Then it's much more easier to do it. So education plays an important role in the development of these communities. So we need to do these programs of education much more so that people can begin to understand why these projects are important. And so education plays a great role in establishing these farm communities, these Varnashram communities, these self-sufficient communities.
So Varnashram College is...
Yes, Maharaj. Varnashram colleges. Srila Prabhupada wanted to establish one very badly. Ambarish Prabhu was telling us that Srila Prabhupada got some land at Kurukshetra. And he immediately told Ambarish that he should bring $75,000 so they can establish the Varnashram College. But somehow it didn't work out. So we can see Srila Prabhupada's desire of having these colleges, because these are the places we can train the devotees. These are the places we can educate our devotees, and they will be certain of what to do. Right now, people are so confused about Varnasrama-Dharma. They are very confused about self-sufficiency. They are so confused about farming. And so when you talk about it, it doesn't click in their minds. So with these colleges, we can train a lot of devotees, and then they'll be more well-informed about what to do, why we should do it, and they'll be more eager to do it.
And for those who are listening, any last-minute maybe instruction or a point you'd like to make to the general devotees, let's say, within our society?
Yes, my last point would be that first we should all understand the need for Varnashram-Dharma. We need to understand the need to establish Varnashram communities. We need to understand that this will project the movement higher and higher in a well order. People will respect us when they see that we are walking our talk, when they see that we are actually going to the earth, maintaining the cows, protecting the cows, and living a Vedic economic lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, people will respect us for that. And not only that, they will see that we are actually practicing the Vedic tradition, the Vedic culture. So it is very crucial for all members of ISKCON. If you cannot go to the front and make it happen, support from behind.
Yes.
So that collectively we can make Srila Prabhupada's mission of establishing Varnashram colleges, Varnashram institutions, Varnashram farm institutions a success, a reality.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Bye.